So, Nat, got a question for you today. The question is, who's your favorite superhero? Hello, and welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. We publish episodes twice a week about franchising and business. Each Monday, we're releasing a 30-minute episode where we dive deep into a topic. Thursdays are our shorter, lighter episodes where we will discuss things like business resources or topics of personal growth. I am one of your hosts, Pete Gilfillan, and I'm joined with my business partner, Nat Truitt. And together we have every experience in business and franchise ownership. We have worked hard over the years to realize our dreams and control our own destinies. Our experience will help you become a better business owner and franchisee so that you can live life on your own terms. So, Nat, got a question for you today. The question is, who's your favorite superhero?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I guess if I had to answer that, like my childhood, like I'm talking second grade, my favorite superhero, I remember always liking to watch Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, I like it. I could see you as Spider-Man, right? For that stand. So Spider-Man, very cool, right? Helping citizens when they're in distress, right? So very cool. Did you have the little thing that you could shoot? They had the toy, right, where you could shoot the fake web. Did you have that? You didn't have that.
Actually, this is a little bit of the way back machine. But do you remember, like, they had the toys and they were like, it was like the Incredible Hulk or Spider-Man or Superman, but they were like super stretchy. Like they were like,
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, I can't. Like I don't even haven't seen anything like that for like 30 years. But it's like you could just stretch them.
The material is probably banned from now.
Yes,
from that standpoint. My superhero growing up was Superman. Right? You look at him, ultimate strength, speed, all that kind of stuff, and so I like him a lot as a superhero. But I think a little bit about his weakness was kryptonite, if you remember correctly, right? So he gets near kryptonite, he loses all that stuff. And so I want to talk today about superheroes that we're seeing right now during the pandemic, the COVID-19. Bottom line is we've got a lot of superheroes out there that are doing some incredible things. And the first one that comes to mind for me is the healthcare providers, right? All these people that are on the front lines, they're getting overwhelmed with people coming into the hospitals and coming into clinics, and they're really having to do incredible work in terms of lots of hours and lots of pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing huge, volunteers. You read in the news about, people that are delivering groceries to homebound people, just all sorts of, outpouring. I was actually walking the other day and I saw there was a semi and it was a food bank. It said food bank on the side. And, people were there unloading it. It was at a church where they have a homeless shelter. People are just volunteering and giving of their time. I was having PT for my knee. And then also like my physical therapist, it was pretty cool. Like he was talking, just very nonchalant about going and volunteering in what they were calling a red zone. So apparently like people in the medical field or healthcare, they're volunteering in a red zone is where actually a location where there are COVID cases. So he's volunteering to like take temperatures and just do that kind of stuff. So, people are definitely giving of them their time and giving them their expertise right now.
Yeah, they're superheroes. We got a text alert from the state of Illinois, right, asking all healthcare providers to register to kind of step in and help out. And I think those are the superheroes. I think a little bit about, we talked before about my daughter being in the hospital a couple of weeks ago, not related to COVID-19, but for another issue. And, the doctors, the nurses, they're awesome, right? They're doing a thing. But what sticks out in my mind, the superheroes, was the lady that came and cleaned my daughter's room, sterilized it. And it's so important to have it sterilized. But she came in and she was apologizing. She was late. It was a little bit later in the day, and she was apologizing. She goes, I'm so sorry. I'm late. They called me in. They needed extra people. It was crazy busy in the emergency room. So but I'm here, and thank you for not having your room so messy. But those are the people that keep that hospital going behind the scenes that are so important.
Yeah. We really all have a lot to be thankful for right now. There's a lot of, there's kind of an outpouring of people pulling together and helping each other and more community Even like with politics, even it seems like the politicians are being a little nicer to each other. Everybody's kind of stepping up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think about like the grocery store, right? The people that are stocking it, the truck drivers that are bringing it into the stores, to the cashier. That's really the front line. You think
Yeah.
about being a cashier at a grocery store right now, you are exposed. You're touching all those things from a standpoint. And I've seen
Big
some
time.
great innovations, right? There, some of the grocery stores are putting up plexiglass. They're having the people wear glass or masks as well as gloves and things like that. So lots of superheroes are going to come out of this pandemic, and it's wonderful. As we've talked about before, as a country, we seem to come together and rally. I think a little bit about Ford, the company I worked for so long. They're making masks and ventilators, as GM is now, and that's pretty cool that everybody's stepping up and helping out.
Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Well, you have any big plans for the weekend?
Big plans. I think I'm just going to hang around the house.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like my Panera delivery guy is my hero.
Very well said, right? So maybe the liquor store delivery person too.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Hire Yourself podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, give us a rating, and leave a comment on iTunes or wherever you're listening to our podcast. Hire Yourself offers some great resources on our website at hireyourself.com. And if you would like more content regularly, follow us on LinkedIn or Facebook. We look forward to you listening again to help you on your journey of living life on your own terms.